All right. So Dwayne is still sick, and I'm still having technical issues, so I'm not working out of my normal office today. So I'm working remotely, doing all my remote stuff that I normally do. We're not going to have a big radio show today, because I don't know when John's going to come in, if he does come in at all. So I'm just going to leave a note up here. All right. So what I'm going to do is just go over the trade setups that happened this morning. Now, I had technical difficulties this morning, and I didn't actually even get logged in. Well, I logged in at 7:30, and I got the room open at 7:30, but I didn't have enough internet to open up my charts. So I tried several different things in several different places, and I finally ended up here where I am right now. And you may notice there's a little bit of an echo because it's a big empty room in Jada's parents' house. I don't have all that, all the promo stuff that Dwayne normally turns on, and it's not going to stream to YouTube because he does that. I don't do that. But what I will do is go over the trade setups. Okay. Now I'll just start from the beginning on each market and go over the trade setups, and you guys can see what you can see. And when I'm done with that, we'll be done with the meeting. Okay. Okay. Let's do this. We'll start out with gold. All right. Now, gold had some pretty good movement here in the pre-market because we had news events come out this morning at 8:30. Okay. And so gold has some pretty good movement in the pre-market. And usually, and I've said this 1,000 times, if not 2,000, when there's a lot of movement in the pre-market, the rest of the day is going to be stinky or choppy. But it started out here. There was a shorting opportunity right here on gold that would have been good enough to get your stop to break even. Didn't really put in a lower swing, was not really trending. Then it moved over here, and right in here was a shorting opportunity that went down and worked out the way it should have. Probably would have been a break even for me, maybe just a few ticks profit, because I'm a scalper. There was a long trade right here that I missed. Now I was logged on at this point, and I missed that long trade. I did actually take this short trade. Now I'm not going to go through the spreadsheet today because I didn't add anything that I did today or yesterday into the spreadsheet. Yesterday I was +5 in gold. Today I was +3 in crude, and apparently plus something here in gold too. But I didn't write that down. But took a little profit there in the gold. And then there was another opportunity right here that would have stopped you out. But at this point in the day, I was pretty much done because we had so many technical issues. And hopefully I'm going to get all that resolved today while we're offline after I finish up with this meeting. So right here was a shorting opportunity. Okay. I'm sorry, it was not a short opportunity. It was a long opportunity. Looking at it the wrong way. There's the trend line. Okay. So the close above the trend line right here, this is during the break, was a nice long opportunity on the gold right there. Okay. And that was all that we had on the gold. All right. Not a big mover or shaker today. All right. Now, I know Dwayne normally goes through all the markets worldwide and does all that stuff. That's Dwayne. Michael trades what's in front of him and does it in front of you. All right. The euro went up and hit a new swing high right here, new high of the day right here at 938. And from then, I honestly don't see a single trade setup. I don't see a single trade setup on the euro today. And I mean, and that's the kind of day it was, really. So of all days for me to have technical issues, not being in the euro today, well, that worked out. Hold on, I'm trying to scroll backwards right now, and it's loading up data for me. Now this morning, at some point this morning, it just totally disconnected from the data on me. But I think we got it going on now. Now we had crude inventories come out today, and they had a draw, a much bigger draw. You know, they're expecting a small build, and they ended up having a big draw. So you would think crude prices would go up, but that's not how it works out typically. The API numbers came in at a build of 1.1 million, and the crude numbers came in at a draw of 2.5 million. And what that means is a build means it came in at plus 1.1 million barrels, and a draw means it came in at minus 2.5 million barrels. So they're anticipating plus 0.3 million, I think, is what they're anticipating. Hang on, let me go see if I still have that page open. I do. And they're anticipating plus 0.4 million barrels. And they got a draw of 2.5 million. So, you know, it's a smaller pile, so prices should go up. But I think it was already built into the price. And prices just started to tank at that point. Right in here, there were no trade setups. And this is when I was trying to get my everything all set up in my new temporary location. And nothing set up in there. And then we got over here. This is all during the crude inventories. So you can't really trade when the inventory numbers are coming out. You see this is all in 1 minute. It's all in 1 second for the most part. And there's 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds. Okay. Now it's starting to get into minutes. Okay, so in here you can start trading it again. However, in here, you got to make sure you have a trend for one thing. You got to make sure you're not going into the low of the day for another thing. And then it turned around and started coming off the low of the day. There was a long opportunity right here. Over here, we were looking for the long, but the black step line crossed below the BBC, disqualifying it. Then we just had a bunch of chop going into the break, and it looks like during the break there might have been one long opportunity right here, right there. One long opportunity right there. Okay. And that was it for the crude oil. That was it for the crude. Okay. Now the ES was not much better. You know, if we were going to miss a day, today's a good day to miss. The ES didn't have anything in here. You see how the cycle's flatten in the middle, and the green line's on the wrong side of it, trading above the BBC. Okay, it pulled back down, tested the BBC, then the cycle's going down too steep, so we don't have anything there. Then here at 10:30, we don't really have a trend, so I'm not doing anything with any of this because we don't have a trend, so I'm not even going to suggest anything. Okay, then finally we get a higher swing. We got higher highs and higher lows, finally. And there was a long opportunity right here for just a little bit. And okay, let me just check that. Here's Val. Oh, okay. And we got an up close right here for the move up. And then it turned around, started moving down. It didn't give us a trade opportunity on the downside. All right. And now we're getting into the break. And during the break, there was one shorting opportunity from right here. Right here. Would have been the one shorting opportunity during the break. And that was it today on the ES. Okay, so there was not a lot of opportunity today. So for a day to have technical problems, today's probably a good day. I'm here to answer your questions if you have any questions right now. If you don't have any questions, I'll give you a few minutes to conjure them up. But if you don't have any questions, then I'm going to wrap it up for the morning session. For the noon session. Okay. I'll leave the charts running for a little while. I'm going to put a note in here, letting everybody know as people trickle in that we had technical difficulties and Dwayne's got the flu. So we're not going to be doing a big afternoon session today. Yeah, Donnie, I'll get back to you on that. Okay. All right. Speaking of that, let's go here and there and there. There. So right now on crude oil, you see there was a long trade from right here that went a little bit into profit. It was on the it was on the MA1, so it was a momentum trade. So your stop should have gone to break even on that, but it failed to put in a higher swing. So there's selling pressure right here, and it's trying to sell off right there. The ES is looking the same way. The ES looks like it wants to go down. Gold is trading above the BBC with bearish separation. And the euro is the only thing that looks like it kind of could do something, but I'm not going to touch the euro right now. Okay. All right. William, is there a site where you can look at your basic terminology indicators and setups? I'm very inexperienced and can't yet follow my narrative. There is. We can send you a whole bunch of videos, but Bert has a whole bunch of videos done on YouTube. That would probably be a better place for you to go to, because he does stuff in slow motion. When I'm doing it, I'm trying to, well, I am doing it in real time. And, if you call 866-928-3310, talk to Bert and ask him to send you a video. Okay, he's not in here right now. He's usually in here this afternoon, but he's not in here right now. But call that number, 866-928-3310. And he will send you some links to YouTube videos where he goes over what's going on really slow motion compared to what I'm doing when I'm just buzzing around and rattling things off. I can tell you this. The trade setup is really simple once you understand it, but you have to understand it. Okay. Step one, make sure you have a trend. higher highs and higher lows. Step 2, make sure the MA1, which is the red and blue line right here, crosses the BBC, which is the green line right here. Step 3, make sure price pulls away from the BBC after the cross. Step 4, make sure it pulls back down and touches the BBC, like it did right there. And step 5, down here, make sure the cycle, which is the red and blue line, is the right color. And for a long trade, you want it to be above the green line. Okay. Your entry point is going to be the next up close after price touches the BBC, which in this case would have been right here at 1985. Okay. And it's not that complicated, really, once you understand it. You're doing the same thing over and over and over again. And you know, I know I didn't show you the spreadsheet. I can bring the spreadsheet out. I'll show you the spreadsheet. Hold on. Let me bring that up. I had it out earlier. Here it is. This spreadsheet goes back 7 years. Okay, it's our daily results for the last 7 years. Now, I'm not doing today or yesterday because I've had technical issues, and I was positive on both days, but I'm not going to put them in there because I had technical issues and I didn't get to do the whole session. Okay, but yesterday I ended +5 on gold, and today I was plus something on gold and +3 on crude. But I'm not going to add that into it. But this spreadsheet, it's just to show you the consistency. Like our last down day was back here in December. I mean, not December. Yeah, I guess that was December. December 19th was our last down day. Well, not counting this blue day, but on a blue day, that means I got the gold for the day, but I gave it all back. So if you do what we try to teach you to do, and that's put the mouse away after you get the goal for the day, then you should never have a blue day. Okay, and blue days are pretty rare. I get like one every 4 months. But these are the daily totals with one contract, 2 hours per day, and that's just a portion of what was available. That's only what I actually did do in front of everybody. That doesn't count all the winning trades that I missed. So, step 1, get a hold of Bert. Download the charting platform. Look at the videos. Have you taken the free trial? Have you actually signed up for the free trial? Because if you have, you should have gotten an email, and inside the email would have been a link to download DT Pro. Okay, now it doesn't cost you anything to download it. Just download it. And once I see the download go through, then I will send you my workspace. So you'll have all your charts set up like mine without having to do anything other than load it, follow the instructions I give you. Okay. Okay. If you have any trouble with any of those steps, you can email us, support@cfrn.net, or you can call me personally. My number is 617-943-3298. That's my cell phone. Okay, you can call me personally and I'll help you out as much as I can. I'm having internet issues right now, so I may be limited to how much I can help you out, but I will as much as I can. Hopefully I'll get those internet issues fixed today. They told me it was fixed yesterday, but they were clearly mistaken. And that's why I'm working from a remote location. Okay. All right. And with that, any other questions? Anybody? More questions? If you don't have any more questions, I'm just going to put a note in here for anybody else that comes on that we're not going to have a complete show today. Just the recap. Okay. And Then I'm going to go and try and fix everything in my office so I don't have to do this again tomorrow. Well, from here anyway. All right. All right. Thanks for coming, everyone. Hopefully you can still hear me okay. Can you still hear me okay? Because my audio thing says I'm missing a mic. Okay, good. That GoToWebinar is just messed up right now. I don't know what's happening with it, but my audio thing says I'm missing a mic. Hopefully I won't have to do this tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get everything fixed today, and we'll be back to normal tomorrow. But with that, I'm going to wrap it up for the afternoon session. Thanks for coming again. Yeah, pray for Dwayne. He is sick. He is ill and needs your prayers. And I need to take my dog for a walk. She hasn't been outside all day. All right. Thanks for coming, everybody. I'm going to leave a note up here, just letting everybody know. Okay.